What is good, my peoples? This is Kobe248. Right now I'm on the PBE. This is patch 8.9, and we're probably going to be seeing some ADC nerfs coming in the near future because once ADCs get their 2-item spike, they're taking over the game, and it's making it very hard for other champions to try to carry games, especially for the mid lane champions, as well as the junglers. But before I get into that, again, I'm on patch 8.9 on the PBE. If you go to your profile, you can actually change your profile background picture now. You can't at the moment on live servers, but I had no idea why this profile background would change. I think it would change to like your latest champion that you played, or to the latest champion that you played, and it would be really random actually. And I thought it would change to your highest mastery level champion, this background picture right here, which I'll show you guys. You guys can change. Anyways, so you can see this icon now on the PBE right here in the right corner, right under where it says Summoner Search, and you can click that, and you can actually change the background, which is amazing. So you can set it to something. I think it's based off like your champion skins that you have on this account on the PBE. I have all the skins, so there is that new Evelynn Blood Moon skin. Let's see if they have that yet. They don't have that yet, unfortunately. So it's just a black screen. But here is the new Evelynn Blood Moon splash art. It looks amazing. If you don't know whose those hands are, that's actually Twisted Fate's hands grabbing Evelynn. So I don't know what it is. Twisted Fate and Evelynn, they have a thing together. So this splash art looks amazing. But there is that. However, going back to the background profile pics, let's change it to something that I want. Let's change it to the Malzahar one. Actually, let's go to the Ezreal one, which is pretty cool because it has like an animation to it. Amazing. So you can change that. So in patch 8.9, this is going to hit the live servers. You're going to be able to change this background picture. Looks amazing. I can't wait until you can change this background pic because it always changes it to some random champion that I played one time. But awesome. I can't wait for this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now let's talk about ADCs and the nerf that they're probably going to see, especially early to mid game. So let's just scroll down here. This post is by Meddler. I'll have the link in the description below so you can check it out. So basically what they want to do, which is a real issue at the moment, a lot of people are actually quitting League. Like Gross Score actually quit playing League of Legends because he's having a hard time carrying from mid lane, and that is the big issue at the moment, especially if you're fed. I play a bunch of games, and as Malzahar, when I'm playing and I'm fed, I still have a hard time carrying because the ADC can just blow me up so fast, because it's very hard to get AP items because they're so expensive these days. So what they want to do is they want to change mid to late game marksman damage so that they're less able to burst squishies, but still able to grind through defense stacking targets. That gives other squishy champions longer windows to act later while still letting marksmen kill tanky enemies effectively enough over time. So what they want to do is still allow mages to, you know, obviously have their burst, but like Caitlyn, for example, at the moment, she gets 2 items and she can just absolutely crush me as a mid laner. And even if I'm fed, she just has such a huge burst damage. I mean, she does so much damage with IE and static shift. I think those items are extremely inexpensive. I think they're not as expensive as they should be, especially the components. It's far too cheap, especially for ADCs. So I think they need to make those items much more expensive because I know AP items, I think, are the most expensive in the game at the moment. I think ADCs have one of the least expensive builds, which is crazy to think. A carry that should be farming most of the game has very, very cheap items and can easily carry the game like basically mid game, early mid game, which is insane. But anyways, they also want to adjust mage mana access so they can contest lane against a wider range of champions at early levels, but also can't just cast on CD as much mid game onwards. So they're adjusting like mana pools for a lot of the champions. I mean, if you've seen my previous video, Doran's Ring got changed. The mana regen kind of got nerfed on it. However, champions that require Doran's Ring or build Doran's Ring got buffs to their mana regen. So they want to allow mages basically to go up against like Zed, Talon, people who don't require mana, at least have a chance early levels because, again, I bring up this example all the time. I play Malzahar, and I have the hardest time from levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I don't have my tier or lost chapter, I have the hardest time like sustaining in lane. So, and then they want to increase the damage of AP champions that they do to towers. I know I have the hardest time, again, taking towers as a mid laner just because my AD damage is so low. So that's going to help a lot. That's going to be good, actually. It's going to allow me to push towers heroes early, and then they want to make it easier for champions from a range of positions, classes to carry, so teams aren't as dependent on their marksman. That's what's going on right now. Basically, if your AD carry does not get fed, you might not be carrying the game. Even as a mid laner or a top laner, you're super fed. If their AD carry on the other team is just as fed, yeah, you're not carrying the game, because AD carries have such a huge impact on the game now. You just want your AD carry to get fed, and once they're fed, they'll just steamroll over everybody. I think AD carries at the moment are way too overpowered, and they need to tone it down. That's what they're gonna do, allowing at least like mid laners to carry games, because again, when I'm mid lane and I have like 20 kills, I still have a hard time carrying the game, especially in the higher elos, because they just have a way higher power spike. I mean, an AD carry is supposed to carry the game at the late game anyways, but mid game it becomes even difficult. I mean, I could go on and on complaining about it, but that's what they're gonna do. I'm glad they're gonna do that. I know Growscore, I watched one of his videos. He said he has the hardest time carrying his Twisted Fate even when he's fed, because of how the game has shifted down to the bot lane so much. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I think these are good, especially for my lane, which I love. But as always, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'm Kobe 2408. Thank you for watching, and you guys stay awesome, my friends, and I'm out. Peace.